Howdy folks, it's Admiral Revan here. Hope you're all doing well. And it's been an interesting day on the public test server for the lead up for 11.8. It's actually very good to see these random operations. And today we are doing Operation Cherry Blossom. Yep, this is a very good operation. Tier 8 operation. We got some nice tier 8s and a couple, some tier 7s and tier 6 here. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. You're gonna love it, okay? Definitely, hands down. Now, I did this not too long ago when I was doing the first impressions video of the operations with the Hornet, actually. And there was Operation Cherry Blossom, so good operation to play again. So, this operation, folks, is really fun and engaging. It really is. And I have to say that playing from a CB perspective is actually very good because I can actually talk about it as I go here and just explain as we do it. So how this works is that this operation is broken up into two parts. One part is that you're defending those transports that's up ahead of you. And the second part of it is actually defend the base that's over there in front of you. And then the third part is repel the attack. Those red circles are the flares there, folks, is randomly generated, and that is actually where the enemy is going to try and spot you. Okay, so currently it's nighttime in this battlefield, and it's very important that players will have to focus fire on their targets and really hammer the enemy as soon as possible. Now, I have to say that it is a little bit different, you know, and all different game perspectives, but it is actually good to see that, you know, everyone is having a fun and engaging time by doing this. So, anyways, it's important that everyone works together as a team, and you know, I don't have to say too much. It's good to have good fire teamwork in battles like this, especially if you have hydroacoustics, radar. Use them wisely to spot the enemy. If you got a CV, well, do your part and spot the enemy. Now, I will say this very openly up front though. Try and avoid getting your ship spotted. Okay? It's very important for you to try and avoid getting your ship spotted in this battle to begin with. And I will say that in a very sincere manner that see those flares where they are right now, those red circles? If you stay undetected by not going in those circles, you'll be fine. Alright, you'll be fine, everything's all sweet and kosher, and you don't have to worry about it at all. Alright, so you don't have to worry about it at all. Now, I will admit that it's actually a little bit different to what I'm used to for a tier 8 operation that has been remade a little bit, but the mechanics are pretty much similar to what it was before. And I'll just guide you through it as we talk it. Then you can judge me later in the parking lot and tell me about it later. No, in all seriousness, no. This operation is really fun and engaging. I love it. I really do love it. It's very good. As you can see, there's a lot of ships that are spawning left, right, and center, and the flares are coming out left, right, and center as well too. At the moment, I got my CB instructed to just, do autopilot driving towards the base, doing its own thing, and that's all fine and dandy. Looks like our Turfit's player is actually really charging in through the flares, and he's been spotted at the moment. Yeah, it is a bit rough, I will say that, to be doing that at that so early in the game, but let's just hope, he doesn't get killed off too soon. As you notice that the base is actually getting hammered right now, so we have to do our best to rush in there and literally hammer the enemy as fast as soon as possible here. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, so here we are. I'm going to start engaging the enemy as soon as possible, trying to repel the attack. Now, it's all well and good, you know, what we're doing, and it's actually, honestly, this is actually the best part of the phase in these circles. It's like, you know, like good old, you know, raid mechanics from different games like Star Wars: The Republic and World of Warcraft and that. And when you see red stuff on the ground, I don't think you want to stay in it, right? So in this case for your ships, you want them to do the same thing as well too. Oh, there's a nice hit there. But yeah, I'm just, you know, saying it very openly that you don't want to stay in, you know, certain mechanics like that out in the open, because you could, you know, die from it pretty quickly. So anyways, here we go. Oh, just missed it right at the rear, and that's alright. But as you can see, the enemy is making moves already away from the base, and we have successfully repelled the attack. Now, since those destroyers will be taken out shortly, now the fun part is the next phase of the fight. As you can see here, they got a whole bunch of new ships incoming, and it's actually a Midway, which is a tier 10, and also a Lexington and 2 Fletchers. Ooh, this means business. Okay, so what we're about to witness is quite the mighty firepower of CV aircraft power coming up soon. Now, the aircraft firepower is going to be pretty intense, I have to say. You definitely, you know, you can't go wrong with this. But yeah, I got that destroyer well spotted and lit throughout the whole match, and it's actually awesome. Alright, time to launch the counterattack. Now, the counterattack is starting to come into play now. So as you can see that the enemy is actually throwing us some destroyers of Shiratsu at the moment right now. There will be some destroyers that will be appearing up here, as well as some cruisers and battleships and other things that will appear around here as well. Now there's going to be 2 airfields located here and here, that you need to focus your firepower on destroying them. Now, I will be honest though, that it's gonna be a very interesting fight for this, because as you can see, you're gonna have wave after wave of torpedo bombers, dive bombers and fighters coming at you, and there's a lot of torps coming over this way. Watch that Fletcher. Oh, he's fine. But yeah, look, there's gonna be a lot of firepower coming over here in this operation. In all seriousness though, you can see all these waves of aircraft. It's like a swarm of them really coming in out here. So it's just like, look at that. It's like locusts coming out here, spawning left, right and center. There's a flagship called the Otago that we need to destroy. Destroy that flagship. But yeah, it's actually not a bad thing. But right now, I'm in the middle of just, you know, like just casually flying over this way towards the enemy airfield base. So I'm in the middle, just like, you know, moving as fast as possible towards the airfield base. And right now, I'm making my presence known. So right now, I'm moving over towards the airfield, and apparently you can hit it with your aircraft. So that's a very good thing to know for future reference. And now you just go over the target and score some serious hits. In all seriousness though, look at that attack I just did just then. I literally hammered it. I literally hammered that airbase. And that is actually pretty damn impressive. The airbase is actually literally burning up right now. So that's awesome to see. Alright, so we've got one interesting attack coming up here on this flagship Otago. Very nice opportunity for us to move in. Bombs away. And I missed him. And as you can see, you're breaking out from, you know, daylight to what's it called, from night to daylight, so that's actually pretty cool. Okay, here we go. Alright, here we go. Time to bring out the squad. Now, the good thing is that with that midway CV, you can actually park your ships to actually get repaired there, which is nice to know, you know, it's actually pretty cool. So, that's awesome. At the moment, the enemy flagship is getting absolutely focus fired on and burning down right now. So, as you can tell, there's a lot of action happening here, and right now the airbase is actually, you know, still throwing lots of aircraft at you. Your AI CVs are actually doing their job quite well to help you out, and honestly, as you can see, your fleet is moving in quite nicely, and that's alright. And you can see that the airbase defenses are right there in front of you. You can pretty much, you know, avoid that, no doubt, and actually do a nice bombing run. This is actually pretty awesome. This is what I'm showing you, a nice bombing run tactic here. Here we go, over the target. And there is one airbase taken out. So that is one airbase being destroyed. Good thing about being a CV a player in this battlefield is that you can sit back and relax and just, you know, coach people and direct people at the same time. But, you know, in all seriousness though, if this can be done without a, you know, CV, pretty much you got because of those two AI CVs. But it will be a little bit different perspective though, as a battleship, cruiser or destroyer player in this battlefield anyhow. But either way, I mean, like, it's up to you, like, how you want to play this battle. I have played it as a battleship, cruiser or destroyer player as well, and no, it's not because I'm trying to avoid the being called CV main. It's just because of the pure fact that I have tried it and it's actually pretty good. But yeah, definitely different, that's for sure. And that was interesting. I did a nice dive, well, I mean, attack run on that base and nothing happened. Alright, so pretty much you can hit it with your level bombers or get your battleship teammates or cruiser teammates and let them finish the job. Either way, you're gonna love it. It's a good experience overall. And right now, as you can see, that your teammates are kicking ass. They're having fun, you know, definitely having fun doing this. As I said, you know, like the higher difficulty in the past, the more challenging it gets. For tier 8 operation like this, I feel like it already is challenging already as it is with the mechanics and everything. And look, they did a good transition from night to day, which is pretty cool. I like that very much. I thought that's actually pretty cool. But yeah, it's different, definitely for sure. No, I'm not damaging it. That's alright. That's okay though. But either way, you'll love it. It's a good experience. Now, what makes it great about this map? Well, to be honest with you, for an operation like this, is that you know that if you want to have fun, you can muck around with any tier 8 warship of your choice. But at the same time, that this operation is open to tier 7 6s, and for tier 7 6s, for people who have played it at that level as well as myself, I think it's still good for Operation Cherry Blossom. It just feels a little bit weird when you're actually playing a tier 7 or tier 6 in an Operation tier 8 battlefield, but you know, either way, I mean, like, they're both serve the same purpose in the ways. Alright, here we go. Target acquired, bombs away, and there you go. You just basically completed the objective there. But that is Operation Cherry Blossom in a nutshell. So my initial thoughts about Operation Cherry Blossom: great operation all around. Very simple to learn the mechanics and basically do the basics in and out. I don't think you'll have any trouble by doing so, folks. I mean, like, I actually find it, you know, that fun and engaging. It's worthwhile, and I definitely encourage you, you know, to bring out any ships of your choice. You don't have to be a CV to do it the job, but it's always, you know, nice to have fun and playing the CV. But, you know, if you want to muck around with different ships of your choice of your own, based on different history, and rewrite it in your own way, well, this is the way to do it. So it's a great operation for you, actually. That's definitely a good operation for you. But yeah, definitely worthwhile. A big shout out to Palladian, Monster Mouse, and as well as Crixus, Brino, also May Twist, and Billy58 for making this video possible. But yeah, definitely stay safe, take care, and have a good one, folks.